Welcome back to the quarantine zone. Hey, there he is. Yes, so today I am joined by bass player extraordinaire and excellent human, Donald Fergus Ireland. Am I allowed to tell everyone your names, Ferg?
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay, wicked. Yeah, you share, it's a mixed bag being a Donald because you've obviously got like Duck, which is great.
That was a good one at school. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some less good ones now as well, obviously, but we're not going to name any. Well, I mean, you did suggest that this was a political broadcast, so we can, if you would like to start with your political message, please feel free.
Um, I think let's stick to the music for now. And then,
Cool. Well, anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. This is going to be an extended musical family episode, if I can call it an episode. Ferg is a really amazing bass player. Ferg, do you remember how we met? I was trying to remember. I think I know.
um, I remember you contacting me like to hook up and like play some music, some of your music at your house in Whitechapel.
Mm,
But I don't know. That's my first memory really. It's just like going around to yours and a long time ago. It must have been like
eight,
I don't
nine
know,
years or so.
10 years ago or something. It's a long
Yeah,
time ago. And you just moved to London, maybe, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
really sure how we got hooked up, but
No, I think you're right. But the reason that I called you was because I think we played together maybe in Paul Riley's band once. Could
maybe.
that be
I know.
true?
I think that came after, man.
Well, I wonder how I got your number anyway.
I've been wondering this for a long time. Like, who gave you my number? I wish they hadn't.
Yeah, you won't be the first person to say that. You won't be the last. No, but anyway, so yeah, Fergus great and an unbelievably versatile bass player. So I call him to play my music from time to time, and he does an amazing job at that. But I remember around that time when we met, I started to notice that on social media, you were always tagged in these posts with someone called Giacomo Money Mo Problem Smith, which I think might be the most hilarious Facebook name that anyone's ever had.
It is a good name, yeah.
But also, that sort of was a big part of what you've been doing, which is like in the last kind of 8, 9 years, playing with the Kansas Smitties.
Yeah, since about 2013, I guess.
Yeah.
Sort
So
of.
now that we've got like nine, now we've got 9 million listeners. Why don't you tell all 9 million of them about what the Smitties are? And
Um, well, originally it was it was basically just a group of friends getting together to play music from a particular in a particular way. Like originally, it was we'd been playing together on the scene around London, doing little gigs here and there and what have you. And then yeah, we kind of wanted to come together and just play some of the music that is from Kansas City and inspired by the film as well, Kansas City. Yeah, and that was it really. And then we just sort of hooked up, and then we started putting on gigs, and we were playing this sort of like there's somewhere in between small group and big band stuff. Do you know what I mean? So you had like a bigger band and like a quartet or a quintet, but you were playing. It was more group based improvisation going on. It's just somewhere in the middle, man, but more like just kind of quite jammy, that music as well. It's like riffs and simple forms and what have you. And so anyway, we did that, and then it ended up just growing into something very different over a
mm,
long period of time. And people came and went, and the band changed, but that was the original jumping off point, and that's where the name comes from. And then
awesome.
and then it sort of became something else entirely, really. And now we do everything really. I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of different types and styles, and
Yeah.
yeah, and a venue and all of that.
Awesome. Yeah. So there's an amazing bar on Broadway Market in East London where there's like a cocktail bar downstairs where there's live jazz. And during the festival, you're doing lots of live streams, right? So it's not there, is it? It's somewhere else.
Yeah. So since coronavirus pandemic, they sort of moved operations to a new spot in Brick Lane, where they've sort of over time sort of grown their streaming setup, and they've managed to get it really pretty slick, I think, these days. Yeah, and it's not just during the festival, because they basically they stream a gig 5 nights a week from that location.
Wow.
All the time. You know, it's been like that for ages.
But the Smitties only take it over. The Smitties do 5 nights a week, like kind of hosting, or
it's like a quartet or a quintet or something like that every night.
Amazing.
And most recently, they've been doing a lot of sort of, you know, we've been doing that thing where we revisit classic albums, essentially. So, you know, most recently I did a session where we did the music of Ahmed Jamal with Jason Brown and me and Joe Webb. So we just got really into that material and the concept of that style. And then we did, I mean, they're all online. You have to sign up to the Patreon to actually view the back catalogue, but the live gigs happen every night. You can view every night, and they're really good quality. And,
awesome.
You know, they often, you know, some guests coming in and what have you. So
great. Yeah. By the way, everyone, I like this band so much that when I got married, I booked them, and they were like, we're going to be at Latitude Festival during the day, and we're going on to another festival the day after, but I think we might be able to fit it in. Where is it again? So
that was a funny one, yeah.
Yeah, that ended up being quite a late gig. You guys were super cool because, I mean, I know weddings always run late, but I didn't think that ours would. But anyway,
I was dying, man. I remember dying. I was like brutally hungover. Brutally hungover.
Classic.
But back in the day.
Yeah. Hey, Ferg, do you know what we were doing 2 years ago today?
I do not. Oh, I'm going to guess that it was the Bristol Jazz Festival.
Nope, close.
Were we in Sweden or something?
No, look at this photo. Look at this photo. Can you see that photo?
Yeah. Wow. Was that a year ago?
Yeah. By the way, Ferg, sorry, man. That is the happiest I have ever seen you look.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I don't know why you're so happy. Maybe you were just.
I had really bad food poisoning. I remember I was from the day before. I'd been like throwing up all night, so I don't know whether or not.
Oh my God.
I think I was putting on a brave face, if I'm honest with you. But
I can't work out who is actually happiest. If it's Scott Flanagan.
I don't think anybody could be happier than Mark in that photo.
Mark, look, it's just pure joy. So yeah, Mark Michel. That's Mark Michel from Lyon, drum extraordinaire, who has graced the quarantine zone before. Hey, let's go to a video, man, before we chat more. So I was looking through some videos that I had of Ferg and I found some really nice ones that have some great bass playing. I actually found 4 and I haven't watched them through or decided. So it's going to be kind of lucky dip. So I hope you enjoy it, folks. These are like decent jazz tune lengths, so they're like 12 minutes or something. So we'll start with, well, actually, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice one, Ferg. That was good, man. I didn't know what it was going to be like, but that was a good take. Hey, your mic's muted, by the way. Do you remember when we were driving home from that gig? I was unbelievably livid because we'd done one tune at like a couple of BPM under where I wanted to do it.
I do remember you darking out. Yeah,
This sounds good though. That one
it
sounded
does sound
good.
good. The video looks good. Mark sounds really good on that, man.
Yes. Yeah, that's really
My
nice.
favourite moment from that gig was the bit where Chillers pulled out the plug by accident and just sort of stopped you halfway through your beautiful guitar intro. That was very funny.
Yeah, man, that was great. Actually, that has since surfaced on social media.
I
That
saw
moment.
that. Yeah, it
But I
made
don't
me
know how.
chuckle.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about placing it front and center on my own channels. It feels a little bit, I don't know, silly.
Yeah, might become too comedy.
But yeah, so tell me, Ferg, man, I haven't really spoken to you since. Well, actually, we did do a couple of videos, didn't we? So, any of you who've been paying very, very close attention to the QZs will have seen Ferg, who brought his amazing bass playing to a piece with Gene Lake on drums and also one with Ari Honig on drums. So they were really fun. Not as much fun as playing in the flesh with
No,
those kind of cats, but thanks for doing that, man.
but
What
it
have
was
you
still, yeah, it was killing. Yeah.
what have you been up to, man? How are things? You seem to have been playing a little bit, which is cool.
I've been pretty busy, to be honest, which I'm very grateful for. Just a lot, mostly through doing the stuff with Smitty's and the live stream gigs. And then when there was a period of real gigs happening, I had some stuff going on and some, just bits and bobs, some bits at Ronnie's, and played in Switzerland for a week with Jason Marsalis, which was awesome.
Great.
It was good to get away, except for the fact that I wasn't allowed to leave my hotel room. So I was in the hotel room for like a week, basically, which was interesting. But yeah, that was cool. And then apart from that, I guess just I enjoyed the beginning of the whole thing and having time to be at home and work on music and write music and just chill a bit and just have a slightly more relaxed schedule from compared to doing like gigs more or less most days, which is all good. But it's been nice to have some time to work on my own stuff, and actually more recently I've just been trying to knuckle down and do a lot of the non-musical side of the thing,
Yeah.
which I suck at mostly. So
Yeah. It's very hard, isn't it? And having to wear all these different hats of like
you're quite good at it though. But you're only good at it because you work at it. That's the thing. You have to put the work in.
I'd like to say thanks, but to be honest, when anyone says that to me, I'm always like, oh damn, I wish they said they liked my guitar playing.
Oh, I like your guitar
Man,
playing
it's,
too.
it's fine. I don't care, man. I don't care, whatever. But yeah, it is hard having to wear all these different hats, like website design, social media manager, like video editing. Yeah, so like, okay, this is
Yeah,
pretty big quarantine zone news. I might get a light soon. So that's pretty cool. I also might get a new piece of software, which Andrew Small, who I believe is watching now, has recommended. So that might make things a bit slicker. But we musicians, we don't necessarily want to think about this stuff. We just want to do the music.
you
Tell
could
me
do
about,
like the animated backgrounds and things like that. You could have some sort of, I don't know,
yeah, yeah,
skyscraper backdrop, or I don't know, whatever you
yeah, that's it.
think
Exactly.
represents your sort of image.
Yeah, well, is that what it would be? A skyscraper?
I'm not sure if it would be that. I don't know what it would be, to be honest. I'd have to come back to you on it.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me a little bit about, so you said you've been writing music. Is that for the like kind of trio thing, or have you not set out with the format in mind?
It has not been for the trio thing, although on that subject, I am getting ready to release the actual full length album of the trio thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Tell us about that, man. Tell
at
the people.
the beginning of the year. I'm going to be releasing a couple of singles and releasing the second. So I recorded an album a few years ago, and I ended up splitting it into two separate vinyl releases. And the first one's been out already, and then the second one's going to come out. And then so there's going to be one vinyl, and then there's also going to be a CD, which is the two vinyls on one release, so to speak. So that's like the full length, and then also a couple of singles on Spotify or whatever.
Great.
So that's all going to be coming out. So I'm sort of preparing for that release, and then in the meantime, I've also been working on this other music, which is, I guess, in a way, I've over the years I've always dabbled with, I don't know, sort of like, making music on the computer. So making music in an electronic sense, whether that's like beat making or whether it's multi-tracking stuff at home, or I've done a lot of stuff in the studio over the years with other bands that I'm a part of. So yeah, it's mostly been that sort of stuff, and a lot of it was actually quite coronavirus friendly in that it was like me writing songs, writing tunes, and then having someone play on it remotely, and then someone else playing it remotely, and so it's all sort of like remote multi-tracked. A lot of it started off like that, which obviously works when you cannot be in the room with each other. So for that reason, it also has a different sort of vibe. It's, because it's maybe like, yeah, I guess it's maybe less interactive than like the trio format, I suppose, in that we're not all playing at the same time. And it's more sort of groove-based music, fusion-based, I guess. It's less sort of focused on swinging and double bass even, sort of just... I've been approaching it more from a role as not just a double bass player, but just as a musician. So whatever I'm doing, you know what I mean? Whether that's like electric bass or synth bass or double bass or no bass, and it's just writing, I just wanted to have come at it from a different angle. So that's sort of, I'm preparing to focus on that maybe a little bit more in the coming year or two.
Awesome. Great, man. I look forward to hearing that, man. That sounds super interesting. And as someone who I associate with sort of having such a strong voice on the acoustic bass, I'm very, very intrigued to hear you, outside that sort of sonic zone. If anyone is curious about the trio, by the way, James Madron plays in the trio, and Nathaniel Facey, who had an incredible gig in live stream in the Jazz Festival. I don't know if anyone caught that on Friday, but it was deep.
It was, yeah.
Or maybe it was Friday, yeah, not Saturday.
13th, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so if people want to check out the trio, there is a Facebook page, right? You don't really post much, but
yes,
you will when that happens, I guess.
Which will very soon be updated, because I haven't really been... since the initial release, nothing's been happening really, so it's all a bit sort of old currently, but I am in the process of sort of revitalizing.
There's no point in like posting stuff if you don't have anything,
Precisely.
to post about. So just want to take a quick moment. I hope you didn't notice, Ferg, I was kind of distracted there because I was trying to find, there's a great picture of you at my wedding. Check this out, everyone.
Wow.
How nice is that?
That's a good picture. I've never seen that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. There's another one somewhere. You can see Dave Arch on the guitar there, and Pete Horsfall's head, I think, over on the left. But there's one amazing image from the wedding where in your art, like the bass neck is going down like that, and you can see through that it kind of frames, but I couldn't find that.
Yeah, if you want to hire me as a sort of accessory to your wedding photos.
As a frame. You retrain as a frame.
feel free to email me privately.
Cool. Yeah. If I get married again, I'll be in touch.
Yeah,
So just want to take a moment to thank everyone who's tuned in, especially Davy Jones from America, who tuned in based on a conversation about 5 seconds before we went live. So respect, Dave. Appreciate it.
thank you for that. Yeah.
Peter Freeman. I feel like anything
Oh,
is
Peter, what's
legitimate.
up?
Yeah. If Peter is there, Marco, Sandy, Nettie, Susie, Martin, Musa, Pete, George, Roscoe, Russ, Katie, Mr. Small, Vic, Greg Thomas saying get lights, wicked. Mary Ferguson, hey Mary. Felipe, he says literally the most serious bass player that I know. Look at him on stage and you'll know what I mean. I am inclined to agree. Alexander Margaris as well. Thank you so much for sharing some time with us. And
Yeah,
Ricardo
thanks.
Zani and Matthew and loads of other people. Sorry, I don't need to kind of list everyone, but the live crew is the best crew. Don't watch it afterwards. Tune in, yeah, we appreciate you very much, everyone. And Rich Cass has tuned in as well. And yes, so appreciate that. All right. Ferg, do you have anything that you want to say?
I want to say thanks for having me on your
Oh man,
live broadcast.
no. Hey, thank you for you know. By the way, everyone, when I tried to book Ferg, if we can call it that, he was like, "Yeah, I can do like one Thursday in like 5 months' time." That's how busy he is, even during a pandemic. So I really appreciate his time. So all right, the final tune. Do we want? I'll let you decide, Ferg. Maybe based
Yeah.
on key. Oh, sorry. Also, just quickly, check out my new shirt. How'd you like my new shirt, everyone? I think this is one of the greatest shirts yet.
That is very floral.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Is
man.
it floral? I don't know.
Yeah, floral. Yeah. Yeah, floral. Do we want an A flat minor? Do we want an A minor? Or do we want a D major?
Are you
Ferg.
asking me or are you
Yeah,
asking the
you. I
audience?
want to know what you want.
Let's just do major.
D major. Okay, maybe I should just say you're playing with a bow in this one.
Oh, okay. Right.
You still happy with that?
Disclaimer.
The sound wasn't great on this gig. What?
Well,
Oh,
you're not building it up to be that great now, so I don't know.
nah, it's great, man. It is great. It's good. Let's do it.
Whatever you feel.
It happened. It happened, and yeah. Well, nice one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. That's been it for another week. Got some fun things coming in future weeks, but you know, you'll hear all about that in good time. Ferg, love your work, man. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. And yeah, really looking forward to when we can play again, man. So
Me too.
I don't know when it'll be, but
Back to Gothenburg, hopefully.
yes. Oh yeah. So yeah, we've done some fun things, haven't we? That was probably
The pinnacle.
that was the pinnacle because we just drank loads of delicious coffee, didn't we, during the day?
That was nice.
Actually, no, we arrived and had the buffet breakfast because we've had to fly so early. We
That was
arrived
good.
immediately.
And we went to the funny jam session.
Oh yeah, with all the students and stuff. That was
That was quite funny.
Well, then we got whiskey. That was a fun night, man. See, I wish for my band, we're only starting to play outside the UK now. I look forward to doing it more often. Maybe when we do it more often, you won't really be able to stay up.
That was a good one, to be fair.
It was really fun.
As they go. So
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. You're on Ferg's on the road the whole time, so I'll take that. All right. Well, goodbye, everyone. Hope you enjoy this piece. This was the closing track, and it was the closing track from Bristol Jazz Festival performance, and also the closing track from my last album, Life I Know. Hope you like it. See you all very soon.
Thank you so much. That's it from us. It's been a great audience. Thank you so much for coming out. It means a lot to us. Mr. Michael Chillingworth on the alto sax. Mark Michelle on drums. And Ferg Ireland on the bass. Thank you so much. We're going to hang out outside if you want to come and say hi and stuff. Cheers.